Alliance versus Horde. What faction should you pick in World of Warcraft 2017? This is a very common question that is often brought up around the time of new expansions or new patches that are coming out. And today we're going to take a look at both factions, Horde and Alliance. What do they mean to you? And the difference between the Horde and the Alliance. So let's go ahead and get started. Remember, if this is your first time here, be sure to go ahead and click on the subscribe button so you don't miss anything. What's the difference between the Horde and the Alliance? Well, the Horde has more of a diversity in races. Our major cities are covered in spikes. Spikes are all around. We have underground cities. We have cities on mountaintops. The Horde races come together and stand as one with blood and honor mentality. And they would rather die than give up or be defeated. The Alliance is largely comprised of humans, or a form of humans. Humans are full-size. Dwarfs and Gnomes are short humans, or in real life they would be known as LP, or little people. Alliance live in stone cities with no spikes and often are known for the planning process behind everything they do. Now let's take a look at the Alliance. Humans. Humans are popular choice of those that play the Alliance. The Human King is the leader of the Alliance. The capital city, Stormwind. Starting zone, Elwyn Forest. And they can play as Death Knight, Hunter, Mage, Monk, Paladin, Priest, Rogue, Warlock, or Warrior. They have racial abilities such as Diplomacy, Every Man for Himself, and the Human Spirit. Next, Dwarfs. Dwarfs are a hardy group of people, and they are from the Western Kingdom. There are 3 main clans of Dwarfs vying for control of Ironforge. We have Bronzebeards, Wildhammer, and Dark Iron. Capital city, Ironforge. Starting zone, Dunmorrow. And of course, playable choices. They can play as Death Knight, Hunter, Mage, Monk, Paladin, Priest, Rogue, Shaman, Warlock, and Warrior. They have racial abilities such as Explorer, Frost Resistance, Might of the Mountain, and Stone Form. Next we have Night Elves. The Night Elves are an ancient and mysterious race, and they lived in Kalimdor for thousands of years undisturbed until the world tree was sacrificed. Now their starting zone is Teldrassil, and they can play as Death Knight, Hunter, Mage, Druid, Priest, Rogue, and Warrior. They have racial abilities such as Nature Resistant, Wisp Spirit, Quickness, Shadow Meld, and Touch of a Loon. Now, the Shadow Meld ability gives the Night Elf no matter if they're warrior or whatever, the ability to stealth, which is pretty cool. Next we have Gnome. The Gnomes are quirky, obsessed with gadgets, technology, and engineering. Their capital city, Ironforge. Starting zone, Dunmorrow. They can play as Death Knight, Mage, Monk, Priest, Rogue, Warlock, and Warrior. Their racial abilities are Arcane Resistance, Engineering Specialization, Escape Artist, Expansive Mind, Nimble Fingers. Then we have the Draenei, or what most people call the Goat People. They originally hailed from the distant world of Argus, which is where we're at now, fleeing after Sargeras tried to corrupt them. Their capital city is Exodar, which was their ship that they escaped from Argus on. Starting zone, they have two different ones, Azra Mist Isle and Blood Mist Isle. They can play as Death Knight, Mage, Hunter, Priest, Paladin, Shaman, Warrior, and Monk. They have 4 racial abilities: Gift of Naru, Gem Cutting, Heroic Presence, and Shadow Resistance. Now, the gem cutting, you can have a gem cutter no matter what, but they get a boost to theirs. Worgen. The Worgen are cursed race, comprised of the people of Gilneas, who have been affected by the ancient curse, causing them to transform into deadly half-worgen, half-men. Capital city, Gilneas. Starting zone, Gilneas. Playable races, Death Knight, Mage, Hunter, Priest, Druid, Warlock, and Warrior. They have a large amount of racial abilities, such as Aberration, Altered Form, Dark Flight, Flare, Running Wild, Two Forms, and Viciousness. Next we have the Pandarian, or what most people call the teddy bear. The Pandarians were shrouded in mist for many years, and now are neutral and able to join Horde or Alliance. They can play as mages, hunters, priest, monk, rogue, shaman, and warrior. They have the racial ability of Epicurean, Gorman, Inner Peace, Quaking Palm, and Bouncing. I guess like a gummy bear. Now, let's take a look at the Horde. The Orc. Originally a race of noble savages residing on the world of Draenor. Now, under the leadership of the new war chief, the Orcs are carving out a home for themselves in Azeroth. Capital city, Orgrimmar. Starting zone, Deritar. Playable choices: Death Knight, Hunter, Rogue, Monk, Shaman, Warlock, Warrior. Racial abilities: Blood Fury, Hardness, and Command. Next, the Undead. And I don't know If you're new, or if you're just trying to decide what you want to do, if you're starting an alt. But if you are new, check out the Undead. They have some of the best graphics, and whatever character do you know that you can take the whole lower jaw off of and still play. Okay, the Undead. When the Undead Scourge initially swept across Azeroth, they converted a number of members of the Alliance to the Undead. Capital City, Undercity. Starting Zone, Trispel Glades. They can play as Death Knights, Hunters, Rogue, Monk, Mage, Warlock, and Warriors. Shadow Resistance, Touch of the Grave, and Will of the Forsaken are a few of the racial abilities. Now, also, whatever race do you know that lets you cannibalize your prey? What you kill, you can eat. Tauren, a race with deep shamanistic roots, and are longtime residents of Kalimdor. Capital City, Thunderbluff. Starting Zone, Mulgore. They can play as Death Knights, Hunters, Druid, Monk, Paladin, Shaman, and Warrior. Racial ability: Brawn, Cultivation. Now this is to do with herbalism. It gives you a boost. Endurance, Nature Resist, and Warstone. Next we have the Troll. Trolls are all over. There's many different tribes of trolls scattered across Azeroth, but interestingly enough, only the Darkspear tribe has ever sworn allegiance to the Horde. Their capital city, Orgrimmar. Starting Zone, Echo Isles. They can play as Hunter, Death Knight, Rogue, Priest, Mage, Warlock, Warrior, Monk, and Shaman. As racial abilities: Regeneration, Beast Slaying, Berserking, and the Voodoo Shuffle. Blood Elves. Now, a lot of people will tell you a Blood Elf is a Night Elf, but just different colored skin, same thing. I prefer the Blood Elf, quite honestly, because I prefer the Horde. But that's just my personal preference. Blood Elves are usually fully dependent upon magic, having reveled in its power for so long that they suffer horrible withdrawals if they are taken away from it. Capital City, Silver Moon City. Starting Zone, Eversong Woods. Able to play as Death Knight, Hunter, Rogue, Monk, Mage, Warlock, Warrior, Paladin, and Priest. The racials are Arcane Torrent, Arcane Acuity, Arcane Affinity, Arcane Resistance. Next, the Goblin. The Goblins are of the Bilgewater Cartel decided that their relations with the Horde can no longer be neutral. Through the Orcs, the Goblins entered the Horde, becoming yet another race to follow the War Chief's leadership. Their capital city, Kazan. Playable race: Death Knight, Hunter, Rogue, Priest, Mage, Warlock, Warrior, and Shaman. Now, of course, a goblin is, a lot of people would say money, the money race. So their racials have a lot to do with money, which are time is money, best deals anywhere, better living through chemistry, pack hobgoblin, rocket barrage, and rocket jump. Now, the great part about the goblin, anybody, if you're in a guild, you can hotkey your bank for your guild, but a goblin can actually pop down a personal guild or a personal bank and access it. So that's just very, very cool. And with all this in mind, you may already have, or at least have a great idea of what faction you'll be playing, but now you need to determine what class you will be playing. Don't worry, I'm here to help you with that as well. Just click on the link in the card above, and I'll help you out with that with another video. I hope this video has helped you out in some way. If it has, be sure to give a thumbs up, or if it's not, give a thumbs down. I just want to know what you think. I want to thank you for stopping by, and until next time, have a good day.